cool cats and kittens, it's Nicole here with another video. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. That was just funny, I was just kidding. But if you haven't watched The Tiger King, it is trash TV for quarantine, you know. And I live in Tampa, so it's kind of like local news here because of where Carol's Kingdom thing is, whatever. Back to the video. Today, I'm going to be diving into Boxycharm makeup like 99%. I may toss one or two other products in there just to support some things I'm missing, but today I kind of needed something that was fun and easy and not going to be too hard to edit because I'm having another crazy busy week and a lot of us are just kind of going through the motions right now. We're all being flexible with life. So I just wanted to jump on camera today and do something fun, something that's not going to be too structured or too organized, just kind of do makeup with you. And right now, I only have my morning serums on my face, so let's do some makeup together, shall we? A little chatty girl time. I have my coffee here, but feel free to grab, depending on what time of day it is for you, a drink, a snack, a blankie, your puppy, your kitty, and just get cozy. Let's just do some makeup together. Now, some of this is going to be Boxycharm makeup that you know I enjoy. Some of this is old Boxycharm makeup that I have had that maybe I haven't used in a little bit or I haven't talked about here on my channel. Some other stuff I'm kind of working my way through that I've talked to you guys about recently. And maybe another new way to try this dang foundation. Probably not, but you know, it's all for fun. And why not? I'm gonna jump into my Becca First Light Primer. I got this in a Boxycharm pop-up. I find that this guy is like really messy, but it could be just because I literally like to do what you just saw. I squeeze it on my face and push it out. I always think this is so funny because it makes my face look like a blue purple for a hot second. And I remember really being curious about this primer years ago, like, you know, 2-3 years ago when it was really popular. And I was like, I don't know, but I don't know, but I want to know. That's how I felt about it. Okay. Oof. I always feel like this gives me like that hydration. And don't be alarmed, as you probably saw in the intro and plenty other videos, unless you're new here. Hi, new friend. My face gets red really easily. So just me pressing on it definitely leaves me a little red, but it always goes back down. I'm just a sensitive girl. I already have my ColourPop sponge here ready to go. This is the velvet one that I really have been loving. And I am going to, you know what, something else I wanted to try because I knew I'd be trying this Becca foundation today, which is a thick, matte, heavy Sista. I am going to also be using something else that I got from one of you guys. This is my Ofra Rodeo Drive primer. I'm kind of curious since this has so much, like you could see here, a luminosity and like glow from within for a primer. Kind of curious, so I'm just gonna put this, there it goes. Sometimes the pumps get a little sticky. A little bit in certain places for me. Put some on my forehead, my cheekies, my nose. Do a little bit on the chin too. Just kind of curious if that would help it at all. But I really like how my skin looks after I put on these. I'm just like, oh, healthy glowy skin, yes please. Seriously though, who has watched Tiger King? I know some of you said you definitely wasted some hours of your life on that. For sure, but we're all in quarantine. What else are we gonna do? I have some friends that just can't watch it as soon as they knew it was about animals, and I totally understand that too. Since it's in Tampa, it's definitely made local news because while Crazy Man's farm is in, I believe, Oklahoma, Carol's like sanctuary is here in Tampa, so it's definitely making the news here. It's kind of crazy because police think Carol did it. I think they do, at least. All allegedly. Nobody sue me. Jumping into this primer. Oh, gotta figure out the best way. So I used this foundation with the rose oil. Let me pull that out real quick. Oh. So something I was gonna try with this foundation is the new Iconic London Illuminator. I have heard most people enjoy this in a foundation. So I was like, okay, well, what if I combined these two? Well, I mean, what if? Let's just try. Maybe we'll hate it, maybe we won't. I'm making a huge mess in here, just dumping everything out. Do a pump and a half of the foundation. Now I'm gonna put, maybe I'll be too highlighty now with all this Ofra. I feel like I have the too much gene. I'm just gonna put some of this in here, just 2 drops. I literally only did maybe 1.5 drops. I don't even think it's a full 2. It's dirty, don't judge me. It's quarantine and I've been busy. Gonna mix that together here. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Let's use a little bit of oil too. So I'm looking at this going, it still looks like a thick baby. Add a little bit of oil. Just one dab will do you though. I think I did too much the previous time. Come on, drop it. There it goes. Whew, one drop. Definitely made that way more malleable. Let's just try this out. I'm always anxious when I do this. Oh yeah, and keep in mind, I always forget this foundation is yellow. Right now I look really yellow. Super yellow. I think I can blend it out though. All right, what trash TV are you guys enjoying? Movies, Netflix series? Tell us all the things, because let's get serious. At this point, everybody's running out of stuff to watch if they are, you know, doing nothing at home all day. Now, if you have kiddos, you are a new kind of superhero because there is a lot going on and you are a rock star, because that sounds like it is a very hard time right now with schooling kids and trying to either do your job or keep your household running. Okay, I definitely feel like this is still going on better than it did the very first time I tried it. Oh, darn it. My hair's getting in there and I gotta pick it out. I'm not editing that out. I'm showing you these are the rough things we go through behind the scenes here. Oof, I should have put my hair up in one of those thingies, but honestly, I don't know where it is right now and I'm so busy. I'm gonna get up close with this just so I can have a better view. So if you see my mirror, I'm getting all face in it. I'm looking real close in my mirror. Oh man. What is this? All right, I think 3 strikes, 4 strikes, you're out. I'm not sure what strike I'm technically on with this foundation. I think it looked better. Did it look better? Maybe it may have looked better the last time I used it with just the oil. And I don't remember what I did for my skin at first though. I did something else. I have to go back and look at that video. It's already looking crunchy. Like what? All right, so many of you are like, Nichole, stop trying to make fetch happen with this stupid foundation. It's never gonna happen. And if you don't know that reference, go watch Mean Girls on this whole quarantine thing. But yeah, I think some of you may be right. I think for me and my skin, even though some people can make it the most flawless, amazing foundation ever, I think that for my skin type, it's not gonna work. And I think I just poked myself in the eye with my blender. Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, like look at that line already, and it's still wet. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is just so messy. Like, do you see this laugh line already? Like what? What? I already want to take this off again. I'm having a flashback to what I did when I first tried this over a month ago. Dang. All right, let's jump straight into some concealer. This is not a Boxycharm item because the only concealer I got from Boxycharm is way too dark for me. This is the Born This Way from Too Faced. This is the multi-use concealer. I love this stuff. I am the shade Porcelain. All right, let's just get this on here so I can go on to the next step and try to smooth stuff out. But yeah, for all of you that are like, Nichole, just stop with this foundation. You're making me crazy now. Just stop. It's not enjoyable anymore. Stop. I hear you. I hear you. I just really like to see if I can make something work that I'm so excited about. I was so excited about that darn thing. Flipping my sponge around. Yes, it's dirty. I know. People are like, it's quarantine. Why are not everyone's brushes clean and sponges? Well, it's because I'm still working like a mad woman at my day job from home. But I feel like we're getting a new kind of productive done at our home. What about you guys? Because I feel like right now, Adam's like cleaning out the fridge, deep cleaning. Like you pull everything out and you clean every nook and cranny. He's working on, like he's doing some reading about, you know, the economy and what we could do. And oof, I don't even know if I want to get into any of that. We're just trying new things right now, or mostly he is, while I'm tripling down on work and YouTube. Ooh, and a TV Netflix tip. If you don't mind reading subtitles, Casa de Papel is the name of it in Spain, but I do believe it's called The Money Heist for the American viewers. There is an amazing series that's about like pretty much hijacking a bunch of money and how it all plays out and these mastermind things. It's kind of like Ocean's 11 in a very like sexy kind of way. It was really cool. And the 3rd season just came out, so we have not watched any of the 4th season? Maybe it's the 4th season. We've not watched the latest season that just dropped, but it just dropped in April. So if you don't mind reading subtitles, so good. All right, I think that concealer may have helped this, because as you can see, I'm literally kind of like putting it where I placed it and then spreading it everywhere. Now I want to move really quickly and put down, where's that powder? Where's that powder? Ciate London Everyday Vacay Powder. If I'm gonna be totally transparent with you, I keep forgetting about this. I don't know why. I'm guessing it's just not that memorable of a product for me. Using the butt of this and going into the sifter top here. See, to me, usually if I fall in love with a product, I immediately want to keep using it over and over. And if I don't, then I'm like, something's throwing me off and I don't know what it is. Now, maybe I just did way too much with this initial application because I feel like my face is so wet or weird. I don't know. We're gonna powder it down. We're gonna spray it down. I'll make it work. And the good news is I'm working from home, so no one's gonna see me the rest of the day if this doesn't look good. It's okay. Well, my husband will, but he knows what's up. He knew what he bought the cow for. It looks different underneath all this. It's all right. He still likes me, I think. That's another thing. Some of you have been asking how quarantine is in a tiny house. Because if you're new here, hi, I'm Nicole. I live in a tiny house, like a legit tiny house, HGTV style. It's actually been very good for us because one, financially, we are not strapped under our really expensive old house like we were in the Midwest. So we got that at least going in our favor right now. It is a small quarters, and I do have an office/beauty space that I work in Monday through Friday normally. So that for me wasn't an adjustment to be working from home. I already do work from home. Really quickly, I'm going to spray down with the Power Up Beauty Project, whatever the heck this thing is called. It's like an aloe witch hazel mist. Got from Boxycharm. So I'm used to working from home. That's not new to me. What's newer is having Adam home pretty much all week long right now. So really, he's just been working really hard. He was working on the deck, I told you in a previous video. He's been doing a lot of house stuff. He's been working on the computer a lot. He's getting stuff done. It's just kind of like organizing around each other. Like this morning, he was like, okay, I know you need to film. What time are you filming this morning? What can I do? I'll take the dogs on a walk before it gets hot. And I know a lot of people are like kind of still dealing with the winter like delay. Here in Tampa, it's already, we've skipped spring. We are going straight into summer, and we've already been in the 90s. We're in the high 80s where you can't really be outside as much all the time. So it's kind of rough as far as that goes, but we are being able to utilize our deck, which is amazing. I feel like this still looks really yellow. The next thing I'm going to do is work on my brows, and the things I'm probably going to be jumping into are the Wiki Lux pencil. I've told you guys I kind of like to draw out my brow, fill it in just a smidge, and then go in with my brow bar. You are now not shocked that I'm using this a ton. I already have pan on it, but that's what I use to really deepen up and brown up my brows. Sometimes it's just easier to grab a little handheld fan. Also works for hot flashes. Oh, I'm already getting creasing under the eyes. WTF! Look at that. How? Not winning any beauty pageants today. Noted. Should we do a poll? What should I do with this Becca foundation? Stick it to a tube of dynamite? Blow it up? Sometimes, wouldn't it just, I know it makes more sense. You just give it away. Duh, that's the most responsible, kind thing to do. Absolutely. But when something really doesn't work for you and you've given it your all, don't you kind of just want to see it explode? A little bit. All right. Let's draw out some brows. Oh my God, I can't get over how bad my skin looks. Should I just take everything off? I'm genuinely sitting here thinking that the closer I get to my face. Like, this does not look good at all. Oh my gosh. You were right. I should just get rid of it. I'm just gonna take it out of my drawer right now because this is so bad. And I've tried it so many ways. And you're all like, Nicole, you should have done that on round 2. I know, but sometimes you just want to try. Out of my drawer. Out of my life. I don't want to go backwards and spend all that time doing all that pre-stuff again. Otherwise, I totally would. But we also don't have that much time to film today. So let's just get going with our brows. Let's get going. For those of you asking, Adam and I are still very healthy. We're doing well. I hope you guys are feeling healthy, and your family and your kiddos and your husband. Oh, what books are you guys reading right now? Like, I'm looking for like some good reads too, because I am Monday through Friday a busy bee. I am working my booty off at work. And then on the weekends and evenings, I am filming, editing, and doing stuff for you guys. So I'm crazy busy, but what I'm trying to do is also make some time for me to like read and enjoy series and stuff like that. So tell me what you are loving right now. Oh, and thank you guys so much for telling Adam happy birthday. I know quarantine birthday is not that fun, but I did give Adam like a birthday scavenger hunt where I put together, I have an old video on my channel. I did this, like gosh, one of my first videos was copying the way Zoella did a advent calendar for Alfie. It was like a Christmas treasure hunt practically, but an advent calendar. So I did that for Adam one year, right after we were married. So I did a very similar thing for his birthday. So instead of being like a boring quarantine birthday, I at least gave him something that immediately on his birthday he could like get out of the house and do. Like I hid stuff in our house, hid stuff outside our house. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will see one of the main places I hide some of his presents because I have shown you guys on Instagram. So go follow me there. Shameless plug. Now I'm going to jump over here into the brow bar to brown up these brows because as one of you very kindly articulated to me, my brows always look better when I use something like this or something that makes my eyebrows look richer, especially on camera, because sometimes just a pencil can look from a distance more gray toned than brown toned, especially if it's a universal. So that's really why I make sure I brown up my brows so I don't look like I have gray brows. I also like to start towards the middle because sometimes powders I feel like can flake off and then it'll be right here on me and that's like, ugh. It's a technical term. Ugh. Okay, so my camera overheated. So while I was finishing my brows, I've had my little fan on it. That's a fun little real life thing behind the scenes here of a beauty YouTuber channel in a tiny house. This camera, my Sony A5100, 5000, I can't remember which one it is. It overheats a lot, so I have to kind of, that's one of the struggles of filming, but you know, we make it work. So I got my brows on for the most part. I'm sure I'll have to tweak them throughout because, you know, I just tweak with my brows because that's not my favorite part. So moving along. All right, let's get some dimension and something on this face that isn't nasty, nasty foundation. I have a couple of palettes here that I love from Boxycharm. And for the contour, I'm going to jump into my Cover FX. So many of you have told me you've already hit pan on this little gorgeous muffin. So let's work on some pan ourselves. I love taking some of these Luxie brushes that I've gotten from Boxycharm. This is the 512 small contouring. I love starting my bronzer and contour with this because I feel like this is a perfect shape and helps me see where the line is that I like for my face. And I just start doing circular blending motions over and over. Oh man, this foundation's looking even rougher as I'm putting powder on it. Great! That's great. That's awesome. Super. Oh, looking so cakey crusty. What should I title this? By the time you see this, it's already got a title. But at this moment, I'm thinking Boxycharm video fail. Like, look under these eyes. I mean, I just aged myself 10 years. This is gross. Look at this. My under eyes do not look like this usually. That's nasty product. Really, I'm disappointed in myself for keep trying that darn foundation. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 or 4 times, I'm a moron. Kidding, I'm not a moron. I'm just trying to make up different ways to see if I can make it work for you ladies, for me, for all the people in the world, but you know, can't save everybody, Hasselhoff. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm going to get a powder out. Oh, you know what? This finishing powder. No, I'm gonna do a powder I think might fix this. This is a CoverGirl product, not a Boxycharm product. CoverGirl Advanced Radiance. I'm starting to hit pan. How you doing? Can you see that? Okay. I missed the CoverGirl powder so much when I went cruelty-free, so the fact that they went cruelty-free, yes, please. It's making it a bit better. Not like super smooth like I'm used to, but
Blend, 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 blend.
Something I've newly like to be doing, but I think I'm going to do it with this palette instead, is I've also been taking this brush to do my nose contour. In the past, I've gone with a smaller concentrated brush, but I feel like the harsh lines on my nose can easily like transfer here on camera, even if in person it doesn't look that way. So I've been taking like the side of one of these bigger, fluffier brushes that I use for face contour, tap it off, like literally tap it off on a towel on my desk here, and then go on the side of my nose. Now this side of my nose is actually a different shape than this side, so I have to treat them differently. Behind the scenes real talk here, because this side of my nose, my left side, is straighter and more like narrow, and this side of my nose has like a dip in it. It's like you can kind of see it when I do contour. It's like this is straight all the way down, this is straight, a little indent, and then it goes back out. My nose has never been broken or anything, I'm just weird. I also love the Tarte Chisel palette for this. That's my favorite product to use. Actually, let's just do that. Look at all that pan. That's not an accident. It's not. Well, the only thing that does look good on my face, I'm afraid, is gonna be overshadowed by this foundation. Woof. It's Tarte Amazonian Clay. I like to mix into those two, literally tap it off on a towel. Right now I'm just taking an empty brush with nothing on it and just kind of blending out because this foundation is grabbing all my powders in ways that it normally doesn't. Oh, good. Let's get a little coffee. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to blush. Now, something I noticed today when I was pulling out a blush is that I have kind of been reaching for more of these single blushes and not so much the Alamar like trios anymore, so I thought maybe I would jump back into one of these. I like them, I just for some reason don't think of them as my favorite blushes, I guess, because I just really lost the mark with these. So maybe I'll do a little bit of this pink one in the middle here. Ilsa here right in the middle, maybe with a hint of ones on the other side too. I'm wanting a rosier cheek today. Let's see, what's that look like? Front of the cheek and then pull it back. Front of the cheek, put it back. I'm all rosied up. So let's go back to, well, and I think a lot of you said you like this Girlactic with a very basic makeup, and I think this foundation may have just ruined anything of being even close to looking natural or basic. So, I think I might use this actually on collarbones and stuff in a little bit. So don't let me forget this, remind me. Should we go into the brightener? I haven't used this in a while. Cover FX palette has this brightening powder. Oh. On camera it doesn't look too intense. It does look very white cast though, because you know, it's a blingy like topper. This might be why I've never worn it alone though with highlighter, as far as like on the regular kind of highlight, because it definitely has more of like a white cast to it, but it is pretty. I think I like this more on the inner corners of my eyes actually. I think that's like my favorite place to wear this brightening, highlighting, illuminating powder. I always hope that the dew can like mask all of the matte, chunky foundations sometimes. So hopefully this livens everything up. And if not, I don't know what will, because this is like the blingiest thing you can put on. Not a skin tone though, at least not my skin tone. Ah, darn it. I meant to use more of these brushes. Actually, I could use this for blending right now. So I'm just using the new brush that I got. This is just the powder brush here that it feels pretty solid, but it kind of gives you the vibe that it's cheap because of the way it's made, but let's see. I just need a lot of blending down right now, and this is the magic behind the scenes of YouTube that we usually fast forward through. It's just a lot of blending. So really quickly, I'm going to be doing some eyes, and I'm going to jump into these two palettes. This is the new palette that I just got from Boxycharm, and I feel like I did a beautiful look with it the other day, but I want to try to get into some of these other shades, so I thought, why not do it today? And I also have this little baked browns from Dose of Colors, because I thought in case it doesn't have any like depth or dimension into it, I could use this for support, because sometimes we all need a support group. I'm going to do Universal Delight again all over the bottom half of my eye. I'm just gonna take whatever's left, pull it up to underneath my brow, just so there's a powder there. Let's start with this time where it says start soft. We're gonna start soft. This gives such a nice wash of color. It's like a fully blended, it's doing really great with just a fluffy brush in the crease. I like when a powder's just easy to use, especially right now. Like I just wanna get a nice eye look going so I can feel good about my day, even if I'm staying home and working or not working. Some days I just want to feel my best. And I know some people are saying that they don't wear makeup while they're at home, so they've not been wearing makeup. Some people are still watching my channel. Some people have reached out to say, hey, I will watch when I'm back at work because I get ready with you in the mornings and I miss you. But you know, and I know that that's for some people, like I just don't wear makeup when I'm at home. And I'm not telling anybody what to do. I just think I personally, even on days that I'm like, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything, not every day, but there are days that I'm like, yeah, I want to feel like me and I feel my best when I feel put together, whatever that looks like that day. Maybe it's just mascara. Maybe that's just concealer and mascara. Or maybe that's a full face. You do whatever makes you feel happy. But if you got some new makeup from Boxycharm or wherever and you're like, man, I was so looking forward to it, why not? Just put it on for yourself. You don't need to impress nobody but you. Oh, maybe I'll do a little bit of this dark color, but then I want to jump over here too. Finish Sensual is the name of this. Finish Sensual. What I like about this color too, and I noticed this the last time, at first I feel like it's not doing much and that it may be too close to the tone of the other colors here, but really it does warm things up and layer it in a very subtle but very natural way that it looks like I did all the work blending on it, and I really didn't. It's just more the color matching looks so good that it looks like a very blended eye, which that's a nice little trick. So then I can do less work on my face because I have more work to do on the laptop. Oh, just warming up this outer corner and then pulling it upward. I like to do this upward motion for my personal eye shape. I have very round eyes and I can make them look too droopy if I just stay down low. I have to kind of like work my way up. I'm gonna take this flat brush and do exactly what I'm about to tell you for a tip. I just take a brush when I feel like things are getting too low and just wipe away right here with a soft brush, and then it kind of gives this lift to what's there, so it'll keep that product up, and then just slowly make this blend. That works great for my eye shape. Just a tip. Take that same brush and, oh, this has some gold. This has some gold flecks into it, so I'm curious if I should use a brush or a finger. I'm gonna use a finger because my past history tells me that you need to use a finger if you want to see any of the glitter, and I can definitely see glitter here. Do you? Ooh. I'm gonna smudge it on there with my finger, and I'm gonna make a mess, and then I'm gonna go back with a brush and hopefully clean up my mess, because look at that, Nicole's messy. I should have used my other finger. This is what you get for taking shortcuts, Nichole. Man, these press down really nicely too on with your finger. Kind of impressed. Did not try this one yet. Oh my golly, and they're blending really well. You know, I leave this Luxie brush nearby for a reason. This is the loose one that'll make sure that color doesn't like stay on your face when you have fallout. Again, this is the brush Luxie 640 Pro Precision. Put with my finger the shade Almost Burnt because I'm curious how this is gonna play. I feel like the other ones from last time I tried them were a bit darker than I thought, so I want to try this gold. Oh, it looks like my camera's getting ready to overheat. Let me see if I can get this on first. Yeah. These are more pigmented than I had anticipated. Like, these are like bold. Bold, right? Bold. Wow. Really quickly to try to mask any under eye issues I may have, I think I'm going to go up here into Universal Delight for just a little bit of under eye, but that may be too light. Yeah, I think it might be too light. All right, let's go in instead with, let's go back into Start Soft. Maybe that one would be better for an under eye with this eye look. Tapping it off a little. Yeah, I think that'll help mask a little better. I don't always put stuff under my eyes. I know some people can't go out of the house without eyeshadow under their eye. That's not really my go-to, but today I gotta mask those dang creases. Now I'm gonna just take my brush from earlier. I'm not adding anything to it, just going through the crease. All right, for a mascara, really quickly, I'm gonna curl my lashes, but then I'm also gonna jump back into, again, the Wander Mile High Club mascara that I told you I am trying and gonna see how it does for me. I wasn't a fan of a previous mascara that I got from Wander Beauty. I told you guys about it in a recent video. What I like about this is it's immediately spreading and making my lashes stand. I'm already seeing a huge difference from that. And I was concerned when I saw the wand, because sometimes I like a curved wand, and I assume that will sometimes do this lift that I'm seeing right now. But so far, this one's actually impressing me compared to the last one I had from Wander. Okay, so maybe it's the way I coated them today or too quickly, didn't give it more time, but now I'm not too impressed with these upper lashes as much as I was yesterday. So again, I gotta see how this wears and how this works after about a week or two to thicken up, because that's really when you can tell with a mascara. So moving on, let's do the lips. What do I want to use? Oh man, I was not in love with my makeup the other day because I tried some lippies from Boxycharm, but I do feel like I should try them separately. Still totally disappointed in this dose of colors with this pink looking like Barbie pink, baby pink. I'm not even sure what you want to call it, but on my skin it looks like concealer lips. So definitely not doing that, but if you want to see that, look at the last video. I'm gonna jump back into my Steve Laurent lip liner that is a Boxycharm item that I'm surprised I've liked this much. I kind of fill in the lips a little bit with this, so it'll also give some dimension to underneath anything you put on top. And I'm gonna just do today the nude sticks and see how it does alone. I tried it one day and I still was kind of like, where did it go? I think it's kind of close to my skin color on my lips though. Right now, fresh, it looks like a pretty color. All right, let me get the hair down, pull the white lights up, put the rings on, and do a final look. See what it looks like. See what we think. Oh, we almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me. You're so good to me. This is the Girlactic highlighter here and a blush, whatever. But I'm going to jump into my sponge, put this on the butt end, go to the highlight, and let's see what it looks like on my spare skin. More natural skin. Looks pretty good. Makes me look like I'm like a sexy sweat. Is that a thing? I'm sure if you ask the movies, yes. Ooh, I definitely like it on the body. You're right, it does kind of look like this beautiful glowiness. All right, I'll try this on a no makeup day. You are probably right about that. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can all agree Nichole needs to take the Becca foundation just out of her foundation drawer. I feel like at this moment, at the end of it all, indirect sunlight, I have seen worse on my skin, but I've also seen way better. So yeah, this foundation, oh, the under eyes is like the dead giveaway, but I also see bunching and yeah, it's gotta go. Forehead doesn't look great either. So now that I'm getting close, I'm like, this has gotta get out of my collection. And that's okay, that's okay. Everything else though, ooh, darn it. It's festival season. I wanted to try to pull this out at some point, but maybe in a future video. This is the Milk Makeup Supernova highlight that I got from Boxy that I'm still not totally sure what to do, but I had said then, oh, festival season, this is gonna be so much fun for concerts and stuff. Well, still will be. Just when is that happening? This fall, maybe? I already put that on the body, so I don't really have anywhere to put this on. So another video, guys, I'll have to figure that one out. But the eyeshadow, yeah, I'm really liking this eyeshadow palette, and I'm really glad I gave myself another, like, I enjoyed it the first time around, but giving myself more opportunity to play with other styles, other shades. I really think this is a really nice palette, so I'm really excited to have this in my collection. The brows I knew would be good. This lippy is already starting to show my lip lines, which doesn't seem like a bad thing because maybe that just makes it look more natural. But this, I don't think this lippy is gonna be for me. I gotta give it a little bit more, you know, time, but I'm not feeling the way this looks at the finished result because it still feels very like, yeah, it's still transferring on my finger and stuff. So it's like this weird powdery feeling. And I don't like how my lips look. They look really liney right now, like I'm not like polished. And with all this makeup, you think you'd want to be polished. This is for a nude face day as well, along with the Girlactic. So I'll save these for a fresh face of makeup, like a light makeup day. These other things, though, you guys know, I have been really loving them and reusing them. I'm glad I've kind of popped back into the Alamar blush too, but I don't think they're my favorite blush. And I remember first getting them and being like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, guys. These are great. And they are great, but I don't think they're my favorite blush. I think I've got some other things in my collection that if I'm reaching for them, that's why I'm seeing something different that I like about them. Cover FX palette, awesome. Some of you have hit pan on it. Have any of you that haven't hit pan on it yet, do you guys still love it? Do you reach for it? I love that this brightener in my inner corner just took care of all of that highlight that I didn't even need to go back in because I did all of that pre-dusting when I was putting on my highlight because it looks so good in there. I don't know what it is about this Ciate London powder. The coconut setting powder, the vacay everyday, it's got so many names on it. I don't know how I feel about it because even today, like my makeup looks fine now, but after I applied it, I was still kind of like not terribly impressed or in love. I just think I've had other powders, loose powders that I liked better, and maybe that's just where my brain is. Guys, thank you so much for going through this whole video with me. This may have been kind of long because I don't do a lot of chatty get ready with me's, so sometimes I just keep going and there's no way to cut it off in editing. Sorry about that, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for going through my makeup with me, listening to me ramble about life during quarantine in a tiny house, talking about makeup, talking about life. I love you guys so much, and I hope these videos are helping you to just kind of have a little escape, a little girl time. We're besties. We're just sitting here having our coffee together, our wine together, our snacks, our puppy cuddle time. Thank you so much for watching. And if you happen to be new to my loud, weird, unique, fun channel, hi new friends, I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on all of the fun, loud, weird, unique videos and getting weirder by the day as quarantine continues, as I do every single week. Bye, my friends.